Good evening, everyone. Welcome to SMA High School. I welcome you, our SMA Eagles from the prep. Our webinar this evening will begin in a few minutes, but as we wait, please enjoy this video. Welcome, Sarasota Military Academy Prep Eagles. We are so proud to be able to host you here at Sarasota Military Academy. We are privileged you are able to join us this evening, and we thank you for your time and continuing support of our academy. My name is SMA Colonel Frederick T. Fout, head of school, and together with my elite team, Dr. Kathy Rodriguez and SMA Lieutenant Colonel Abby Williams, and our Cadet Regimental Command team, I welcome you to this evening's information webinar. Please enjoy this welcome message from our Regimental Commander, a prep alum, Cadet Colonel Montserrat Vasquez Rosas.
Hello, for me, it is a blessing and privilege to welcome you to SMA. My name is Montserrat Vasquez and I am your Regimental Commander. During my time at SMA, prep, and high school, I have developed my leadership qualities, values, morality, education, and character formation for both my personal and professional growth. I thank my parents, my teachers, and the school for the opportunity to excel in leadership, scholarship, and stewardship. I am proud to represent this wonderful school. Today I want to convey to you that SMA's main objective is to graduate its students and provide them a pathway to institutions of higher learning. We inspire cadets to seek leadership opportunities, treat each other with respect, and develop a sense of pride in our school. Your goals and aspirations are attainable here through our commitment to teach, train, and mentor you to be your best. Your reward is becoming a more confident and self-disciplined student, prepared for the challenges of your future goals and plans. SMA is a school where leaders emerge. That is why I invite you to be a part of this great team. We strive every day to develop your individual talents and character as a leader that not only guarantees personal but also professional development. Take the first step. We got you. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon.
Welcome, prep parents. Once again, I am SMA Colonel Frederick T. Fout, the SMA High School head of school. I have over 20 years of experience in education, with 8 of those years as a school principal, including almost 3 now as the SMA head of school. I'm quickly approaching 20 years with the Army Reserves, with 1 deployment in Afghanistan. It is a pleasure to combine these 2 passions, education and military service, here at SMA. Joining me tonight are 2 of my colleagues. First, please welcome SMA Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Kathy Rodriguez.
Good evening, buenas noches a todos. I am Dr. Rodriguez, and this is my 3rd year at SMA. I have been in education for more than 15 years and taught Spanish for most of those years. Prior to teaching, I worked as a mental health counselor as well. So I am also thankful to unite both of my passions, which are education and counseling, as a school administrator, especially in those areas of student services and world languages and cultures. And I am the grade level administrator for 9th and 10th. Back to you, Colonel.
Thank you, ma'am. And now please welcome SMA Lieutenant Colonel Abby Williams.
Good evening, prep families, and thank you for joining us tonight. We're so happy to have you with us. I have been at SMA for 12 years, beginning in the classroom, teaching math, and then I moved into our special education department and now in administration. I oversee the science, math, and physical education departments, as well as I am the 11th and 12th grade level administrator. I have seen SMA grow and flourish over the years and look forward to you and your cadet being part of SMA's continued success. And now back to Colonel Phelps.
Thank you, ma'am. Joining us this evening will be a member of our Cadet Regimental Command team. Welcome to this evening's prep. Welcome to this evening's Prep to High School Transition Information webinar. Please enjoy this video by SMA Prep alumni, Colby Man.
Hi, my name is Colby. I'm in 12th grade. And what I love about SMA is I'll never forget the orientation I went to in 5th grade to the high school campus and saw the morning formation, which was really what made me want to come here to begin with. And seeing the band playing the national anthem. The prep itself has a lot of great opportunities. I can't forget that Major Brown set up the outbreak for everyone, which isn't offered anywhere else in the world. And it was so much fun to learn about that and just to be able to experience it. The prep's also where I started Raiders. It was the first year they had open Raiders. It was my 8th grade year. And then since then I've done Raiders all 4 years of my high school career. I've done Cyber Patriots, which is also something I started at the prep and I did it my first year here at the high school. I've gone through the turning grade process in Raiders. I started drumline my 6th grade year at the prep, all the way through up until now, taking the drumline class every year and being able to perform at all the different locations and venues. And SMA has just provided so many opportunities, and I'll never forget the memories I've made here.
Now please welcome Prep alum, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel David Casas.
Hello, my name is David Casas. I am the Regimental Executive Officer for this academic school year. Throughout my time at SMA, I've been able to really dive into a lot of the curriculum material that I've been able to experience, both at the middle school and the high school. There has been a lot of opportunities for growth and development for me as an individual. I started off in my 6th grade year, not knowing what to expect from the academy, not knowing what the next few years were going to look like. And in my time learning military studies, I've been able to understand a lot more about what it means to be a part of our society, what it means to be a proper civilian, what it means to really strive and succeed as an individual in whatever I do. I learned what it meant to be an exemplary citizen. I learned values of understanding what the community needs and understanding how to be a part of it. Understanding what it means to work for a higher body, for an organization, what it means to really understand the values of an institution and be able to really live by them. And then transitioning into my 9th grade year, going into actually the SMA High Academy, one thing that I was able to certainly experience was that familiarity with the principles that I learned at the prep, things like being able to understand global issues and team building, and really being able to delve into things, especially like leadership development. And within the last 3 to 4 years here at SMA, leadership development has been one of the traits that I've been able to really push forward and really grow into. As a fellow Prep Eagle, I want to wish you the best possible transition to the high school, and I certainly hope that these next 4 years are 4 years to remember, and hopefully they really bring out the best within you and you're able to succeed in everything that you do in life.
Well, thank you, Colonel Fowd, for that introduction. Again, my name is Lieutenant Colonel David Casas, and I want to talk to you today about the JROTC program here at SMA High. You may be asking, what is JROTC? Well, it is the very foundation of SMA. JROTC is just about the most rewarding part of joining the SMA family. And as a student who went through military studies, I can say that without a doubt, this program will resonate with your student and it will allow for a much smoother transition into the JROTC curriculum. The program allows cadets to dive into topics like personal growth, team building, decision-making, and service learning, just to name a few. As a Let Force student, I can definitely say that lessons that I've learned in the curriculum are so beneficial to my growth, and they're going to be essential to my long-term success. It is almost a guarantee that any cadet can succeed in JROTC if they are willing to learn and work diligently toward their goals. The ROTC program will be instrumental in helping your student transition into the academy and to eventually become a cadet leader. Now, leadership at the academy is not defined by rank. It is not defined by positional stance. It is defined by the traits that the student will be able to pick up in their 4 years. Things like being able to take charge, be an example, help others, progress others along in their journey. All of these concepts will eventually reach your cadet at some point here at SMA, and hopefully will stick with them for their future endeavors as well. The Academy promotes mentorship, which is a very, very key aspect at the Academy. Truly, any real occupation that your student would want to go into, being a leader and being able to mentor is such a huge benefit, and it adds so much value to that institution that they will eventually work for. And the growth, the maturity that cadets receive here at SMA is unparalleled to what any other school can offer. And I am proud to be part of the leadership team this year and proud to stand for everything that SMA stands for and to pursue this development into my last year here at the Academy. And all things considered, your cadet will receive such an incredible opportunity that is hard to come by. So please take advantage of it as you come to SMA. Back to you, Colonel Fowd.
And we are proud to have you leading our cadets into the future, sir. Thank you so much. Tools to succeed, leadership skills and experience, social skills, the values of honor, integrity, and respect. We don't just preach these values, we live them, we model them, and we practice them. SMA has, over the past 20 years, become a symbol of these values in our community. And our cadets continue to be the youth leaders that are respected for these characteristics. SMA goes even beyond the foundations of leadership, honor, integrity, and respect. We provide an amazing college and career preparation curriculum and experiential learning opportunities by passionate and professional teachers. Here are two of our many exceptional faculty, SMA alumni, SMA Captain Carly Lloyd, and Command Sergeant Major Charles Thomas.
The question, why do I love SMA? Man, it doesn't take too much thought. It's about the community. It's about the fellowship that we have as the faculty and instructors. It's about the JROTC program. It's about all the teachers that care about your kids.
Hi, I am SMA Captain Carly Lloyd. I am an alumni of SMA, graduate 2011, and I am currently a 9th grade English teacher. A few reasons that I came back to SMA is because I love the leadership and I love the ability to connect with your community and build those relationships outside of the classroom. That is absolutely amazing to me, especially as a current teacher now, and watching my students be able to do all those opportunities that I don't always see happen in a public school.
Sooner or later, you and I are going to disappear, and it's going to be up to them to take the mantle and move out and draw fire. Now, what do I mean by draw fire? They're going to take what they've learned over the years from you, from me, and from their interpretation of what the world means to them, and they're going to go forward and take this great country of ours and move it to a new or higher standard.
Thinking back from when I had my time at SMA as a student, some things that really jump out to me is being able to take a leadership role, not only in ROTC classes, but in the school itself. So I love how SMA offered that opportunity to all of their students to really be able to take a leadership role if you want.
Now, when I got here in 2002 at the beginning, SMA was thought of as a reformatory school, a boot camp, a living school. None of that is true. What we do is we try to prepare kids to move to institutions of higher learning once they graduate from Sarasota Military Academy. Now, what does that mean? Institutions of higher learning, whether they go to college, whether they go to technical school, whether they go to a Google certification. We just want them to move out and be the best person that they can be. Why? Why? Because they are the future of America.
And I loved how my ROTC instructors really saw the potential in me and pushed me to take that leadership role. I would actually have to say that pushed me to want to become a teacher and change lives with all of my other students too.
Now, please welcome SMA Lieutenant Colonel Abby Williams as she describes to you the many opportunities that are available to your cadets here at SMA.
Thank you, Colonel Fout. Please take some time to visit our SMA High homepage and click on the Academic Pathways tab. This will highlight and outline for you the many academic opportunities and options to provide a world-class preparatory education in science and technology, arts and humanities, and military service. Our downtown location provides opportunities for our cadets to easily access the Bayfront for an outdoor classroom experience and take advantage of the plethora of community resources that are at our fingertips. Let's take a quick tour of each of these pathways. The Science and Technology pathway has multiple avenues to study, to include environmental and marine studies, medical and health studies, virtual reality, and artificial intelligence. As you can see, we have a wide variety of courses offered in each one of those disciplines. The Arts and Humanities pathway includes studies of classics and literature, international and cultural studies, and the performing and fine arts. Again, as you can see, we have a laundry list of class opportunities for your cadets to be able to choose from to get a wide variety and well-rounded education. The military service pathway prepares cadets for advanced enlistment into the armed services, as well as opportunities for ROTC scholarships at any participating university. And we are also a proven pathway to U.S. service academies, such as the U.S. Military Academy at West Point, Naval Academy, Air Force Academy, and the Merchant Marines. Cadets are not required to select a pathway, but we do encourage it, and we encourage to even try multiple options from each of the different pathways. And back to you, SMA Colonel Fout.
Thank you, ma'am. With the academic backgrounds and the JROTC Foundation, we lead with courage. Courage to face any challenge with rigor. Our SMA Eagles strive together to face adversity through competition, building strong leadership, developing interpersonal and team bonds, and performing service to each other and their team, as well as the nature of competition itself. now please welcome once again SMA Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Kathy Rodriguez to talk to you a little bit about opportunity at SMA and how SMA is for everyone.
Absolutely. Thank you, Colonel Phelps. Good evening, everybody. Again, as you can see from the videos, we offer amazing extracurricular opportunities for all of our cadets. Under the JROTC, we offer Cyber Patriots and Robotics for cadets interested in computer science and engineering. Drill Team, Rifle Team, Raiders, and Color Guard, which you saw in the video. Additionally, cadets have the opportunity to participate in seasonal sports like volleyball, cross country, golf, wrestling, soccer, and lacrosse. Again, if you're interested in playing those sports, cadets must complete an athletic packet prior to the season, which can be found on the high school campus. But what about for cadets that are not into sports? Well, we have many other extracurricular opportunities to get involved, serve the community, and to live out your passions. Some of these are National Honor Society, Ambassadors, Interact Club, Connecting Hands Project, Operation Second Chance, Aspiring Leaders Achieving Success, which is the ALAS Club, Junior State of America, Model United Nations, Eco School, Ducks Unlimited, Archery, Film, Chess Club, and much more. We have many opportunities for all of our cadets. SMA encourages cadets to participate in at least one club or sport in order to cultivate that connection to the school. Getting involved will provide opportunities for you to develop meaningful friendships and enhance your high school experience. So back to you, Colonel Phelps.
Thank you, ma'am. How can we help set you on a path to success here at SMA High School? As a cadet in the academy, your student is already guaranteed a spot at SMA High School. However, due to the popularity of our academy, these spots are in high demand. We need you to secure your seat ASAP. You will be receiving an electronic acceptance form to guarantee your seat with a deadline to submit. We look forward to seeing you and your cadets in our formation, classrooms, and in the halls and at our extracurricular activities. Let's take this time to answer some questions from our audience. Please click on the Q&A button at the bottom of your screen to submit a question. Our first question is, what is required to graduate? You know what? I'm going to allow my 11th and 12th grade administrator to address that because she works with the seniors a lot to make sure that that happens.
Thank you. So our graduation requirements are standard with the state of Florida, requiring 4 math credits, 4 English credits, 3 science credits, 3 social studies credits, along with your elective credits, and the passing of the 10th grade FSA ELA assessment, as well as the Algebra 1 EOC. And also we require 75 hours of community service and an online class. So our requirements are very standard as far as what the state of Florida requires in general.
If you would, however, like to expand that repertoire and follow one of those pathways, there are some additional requirements, or at least some specific requirements for meeting those specific pathways. We would be glad to meet with you, either ourselves as administrators, or obviously our counselors will definitely want to meet with you to talk about a 4-year plan as soon as possible. Another question I have here is, will we be receiving our forms? Where will we be receiving our forms? Email? Yes, actually, they will come through the email. So if you're already receiving like your Eagle news and things like that, then it should come through with no problem. However, you will want to check your spam folders next week, because actually it's next week is the first week in February, and that's when those offers will be coming out. Another question we have, if a student wants to enlist after high school, do you offer assistance or resources to help them. Lieutenant Colonel Casas, can you talk a little bit about that, and I'll help you out as needed.
Yes, sir. So in regards to the enlistment after high school, for those interested in entering one of the pathways to the military, yes, being part of JROTC allows students who enlist to enter at a higher pay grade. And from an account that we've been told, the rank of private first class is also a possibility, which is of course the E4 rank. It is the second highest, or it is the second rank of the enlisted. So they get they enter into a higher position as well as a higher pay grade. And as well as that, I know from working with the JROTC department, from working with our Commandant of Cadets, Lieutenant Colonel Weiss, that he is prepared to meet with any student who is interested in enlisting and ensure that they're on the right path to make sure that they enlist into whatever armed service they'd want to enter in, of course.
Excellent. If you have any follow-up questions on that, please post it. The next question we have is a uniform required? And Colonel Casas, I'm going to have to ask you to talk about this again because this is your lane.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. So in terms of our uniform, we have 3 primary uniforms here at SMA. The very first one is the Class B uniform that I'm currently wearing. I'm going to come up a little bit so that you can see the items on the uniform. These are all the decorations, insignias, and components of the Class B uniform. In your first semester, you will be receiving it in your JROTC classroom. It is absolutely free. It is provided by the Army. And the decorations, as you can see, the medals, for example, that I have here, those are basically rewards that students receive for completing certain tasks, certain projects, and a few of them range from doing some service learning and from growing and accomplishing new things in the JROTC curriculum. And as well as that, we have our polo uniform, which can be purchased at Children's World. It is a dark blue polo uniform, polo shirt with gold stripes, as well as black trousers and any colored shoes. And we have our PT uniform. It is a light blue t-shirt with SMA shorts. And that uniform is used for JROTC physical training, as well as any other class that may require physical activity. And in regards to the other uniforms that we have here, these are alternates, and these are for particular students and for particular instances. We have our Class A uniform, which is given out to students who will be representing the Academy at particular events. For example, I was a part of an event in 9th grade where we met the mayor and we had a conversation with her. And in that event, we obviously represented the Academy. So we had it was basically a black jacket with all of the insignias on it and the same blue trousers, of course. So it is a huge honor to wear that. And I definitely hope that your student gets the opportunity to wear that uniform at some point during their high school experience. And the last of all of the uniforms is the OCP uniform, which are given to seniors in their 4th year, of course, as a student. And that will be administered to them their first semester of their senior year. And the OCP uniform, it's pretty much from the Army. It's a very comfortable uniform. And again, it's just part of the variations that we have here. And aside from uniforms at our academy, we do have particular days where students have the opportunity to wear civilian clothing. These days are called dress down days here at SMA. And with these dress down days, exactly like the prep, with the dress down days, they come at around once a month, and you have to purchase a ticket in the week following that dress down day. And obviously we at SMA, we follow a specific conduct. So in at the SMA website, we have our code of conduct posted there. So you're able to see all the standards and guidelines that we have for the dress down day, because there are certain things that we definitely do not permit in terms of civilian clothing. For example, open-toed shoes, ripped clothing, things like that. So as long as they follow that criterion, they meet those guidelines, then your student will be able to just pretty much wear whatever they desire. And it's a good way to express, I guess, personal, the person as themselves. And it's really a fun day for us students. It always there's a lighter mood going on no matter the circumstances in the academics. So great opportunity. And one last thing to mention in terms of uniforms, our polo uniform, which is worn on Fridays, there's times where students are able to wear spirit gear, which is pretty much any top, which can constitute of a jacket, a long shirt, a t-shirt, anything that has the SMA logo. It can be, excuse me, it can be from a sports team or a particular activity that has distributed these t-shirts. And of course, if you have any questions in regards to Dress Down Day policy and the spirit gear, there is plenty of students and teachers and faculty members at the school to help you if you are unsure if this meets the requirements of that particular day, of course. Back to you, Colonel Phil.
Thank you, sir. So yeah, once again, real quick, you are issued basically 3 of the Class B uniforms from the Army. There is no cost to you. And as you go through for your 4 years, you will grow out of some things and so forth. And all you have to do is go to supply and get refit, and you'll be doing great. Just make sure there's also like a black jacket that comes along with that for the cold season. And we wear the Class B basically 4 days a week, with Fridays being polo uniform. First Friday is plain polo uniform, and every other Friday is the spirit wear, which is a lot of fun. So we have a couple other questions. One is, has COVID affected the community services requirements? I will tell you that it absolutely did affect the community service requirements for last year's graduating class. This year is a little bit of a challenge because we have not received any guidance from the Department of Education yet. They will likely come out with a ruling saying that, once again, that will not affect it, but I can't guarantee you that. We are, however, working in multiple opportunities for kids to get some volunteer experience, even with things that we're doing right on campus in the evenings, such as distribution once a month of All Saints food drive. And we distribute, our cadets, I'll say, will distribute between 150 and 180 meals, family meals every month doing that. Next question I have is, where will students park when they get to school? Okay, so if your student is going to be a legal driver, of course, they have to provide to the school a copy of their insurance and their license, and then they're issued a permit. If they're an underclassman and also a senior, then you can, we have a JPL, which is a junior parking lot, and that's on Orange Avenue, and that we lease that property from the city. We also have parking on campus for those students, those seniors who maintain a very rigorous grade point average. That is all. You can find all of that in our Cadet Code of Conduct. We'll outline all of that for you. So yes, the JPL is monitored in the morning and at dismissal. And we have an excellent relationship with our city partners, including Sarasota Police Department, who do regular drive-bys. So we're very happy with that and have not had an incident in JPL. All right, so if you would like to continue our discussion offline, please acknowledge through a private chat, and one of our admin team will contact you after the webinar. However, you can count on us contacting you within the next few days to see if you have any further questions and if there is anything we need to do to help you with that transition. You will receive an email within the first week of February to confirm your spot as a freshman at Sarasota Military High School. We want to thank you so much for joining us, and we really look forward to seeing you in formation around our campus, in our classrooms, and getting involved in our community through our extracurricular activities and service learning opportunities. Continue your path with the premier public nonprofit charter military academy, serving right here in your community, Sarasota Military Academy. Thank you.